Hi there, my name is Madeline Brobst, and I will be your child's theology teacher this year. This is my fourth year teaching at DeSales, so I did start at DeSales as a long-term sub, and then I did long-term sub for almost a full year before I came to DeSales at Bishop Watterson High School. I am a graduate of Bishop Watterson High School, so it is funny that I ended up at the rival of my alma mater, but I love DeSales, and I definitely feel like this is home now for me. So you are free to reach me by email. My email is brobst@desales.co. You can also find my email on the website. I do have a Google Classroom for all my classes, so you are welcome to join on and get the notifications for that. All the assignments are posted on Google Classroom, so you can keep track of things there and the due dates. Let's see. I do try to keep PowerSchool as updated as much as I possibly can. Obviously, this year has created some crazy circumstances and a lot of expectations and things to juggle for everyone, for teachers and students and parents. So I'm all about extending grace. So if you ever have questions or you're not sure or you're confused about a grade or your child has told you something and you want to get further clarification, feel free to contact me. As far as the purpose or goal of the course, I did share a syllabus with each one of your children on Classroom. For my seniors, the goal of the course is basically to help students understand the history of the Catholic Church and exploring the foundation of the Catholic faith, which is an integral part of our school. So that's the first semester. And then the second semester, we'll talk about Catholic social teaching, learning, and living justice. So we'll look at what are the different social justice issues that we see in the world, what's the Catholic viewpoint on that, and then what can we do to combat those injustices. And we'll talk about the principles of Catholic social teaching and how at the core of all of that is this value that the church places on the dignity of the human person and how that is the core of all and the basis of all Catholic social teaching. So it should be a really good year. For my sophomores, the first semester we will look at the Paschal Mystery. We'll look at how Jesus saved us through his life, death, resurrection, which I know is broad, but there's lots of good stuff in there. And then the second semester will be all about the church. So we'll look at Christ establishing the church, the different ways that God extends grace to us through the church, and so on. But yeah, feel free to email me with any questions. As far as the expectations for the course right now, I am having my students, when they are remote, log in on Zoom every day when they're remote. So typically what we'll end up doing is I will involve them in prayer, attendance, and then I may have a question for them to be involved with and give an answer to. But beyond that, typically I won't have them stay on the Zoom for the entire class period, but they will be expected to attend every day that they are remote. As far as the assessments, we'll do those when the students are in person. So if a student is completely remote, we'll find a time after school for that student to make up the assessment. I think that's important. And then the necessary materials for my class would be obviously their iPad, making sure that they're having it fully charged every night. And you will need your child will need a notebook for my class. There are some times when I will have them write in their notebook as opposed to on their iPad just to kind of mix it up. And then, of course, they'll need writing utensils with them as well. But typically the iPad will be the main thing that we use for class, especially in the time of COVID. So again, please feel free to message me or email me with any questions you might have. I do want to say I'm so excited to have your child in class. It's a huge honor and it's not something that I take lightly. It's a huge responsibility for me, especially teaching theology and knowing just that each of their souls is so precious and each of them is so beautiful and unique. And so I want to kind of instill that in them and help them to know that they have great value. And yeah, so anyways, it's a huge honor for me to teach your child. Please email me with any questions you might have. It's nice to meet you. Bye.